Ready for a deep dive into how AI can actually work for a small business like yours?
Let's do it.
Today we're focusing on Brian Gibbs and really trying to get a sense of what he's all about.
Right. Peeling back the layers.
Exactly. We've got his website, some stories from his clients, even descriptions of the courses he teaches.
It's a good mix of materials. Should give us plenty to unpack.
You know, one of the first things that jumped out at me was how unusual his path to becoming an AI expert has been.
Yeah, you don't meet a lot of people like him in this field.
He went from training with the U.S. national cycling team, I mean, we're talking elite athlete, to navigating the world of digital marketing.
That's quite the career pivot. You've got to wonder what clicked, what made him make that leap.
And not just make the leap, but totally excel in a whole new arena. Those years on the cycling circuit must have instilled some serious discipline.
For sure. The stamina, the strategic thinking, those are transferable skills.
Right. Absolutely. And what strikes me is that he's not just focused on building his own empire. A lot of entrepreneurs, especially with his background, would just focus on their own ventures.
But he seems really passionate about empowering other small businesses.
Totally. He's been doing this since 1997.
Wow, 1997. That's even before Google was on the scene.
I know, right? He's seen it all the early days of the internet, the dot-com bubble, the rise of social media.
And now he's riding the AI wave.
Yeah.
He's been around the block, definitely not just jumping on the latest trend.
Exactly. And think about all the changes he's witnessed firsthand. It gives him a unique perspective. He probably has a sixth sense for what's hype and what's here to stay.
Which is invaluable, right? Because small business owners are bombarded with so much noise, especially in the tech world.
Oh, absolutely. And to top it off, his very first client was his dad's roofing company.
That's awesome. Talk about understanding the challenges small businesses face.
Right. This is someone who gets it. You know, it's interesting. It's not just the depth of his experience. It's something more.
I know you mean. It's like he genuinely wants to make this whole world of AI less intimidating.
Yes, like he's not just some tech guru throwing around buzzwords.
Right. It really comes through in how he positions himself, too, more of a partner than just, some hired expert.
I noticed that. And it's reflected in how his clients talk about him, too, not just the typical, oh, great service.
Yeah, they gush, which is rare. Words like expert, obviously, but patient stuck out to me. Even lifesaver, like they were really in a bind.
Intense. But it speaks volumes about the impact he's having.
It does, and it makes you wonder, what's his secret sauce, right? How does he approach AI for small businesses in a way that gets these kinds of results?
Well, from what I've gathered, he seems to really emphasize, keeping things streamlined, not overcomplicating things with a bunch of tech jargon.
Right, because that's the last thing a busy small business owner needs. Right. More complexity.
For sure. He actually says on his website, your AI plan will be tailored specifically to your business, which is kind of reassuring, right?
Yeah, it is. Because it means he's not pushing a one-size-fits-all solution. He gets that every business has unique needs.
He talks a lot about personalization and customization, too, which makes sense. Like, in one of his course descriptions, there's this example about how he helped a florist.
Of all things.
Right. And he helped them use AI to make their marketing way more targeted. They ended up seeing a big jump in sales, which is the goal, right?
Exactly. It's not just about implementing cool tech. It's about driving tangible results.
Yeah.
But I do wonder, for those who are totally new to this whole AI thing.
Oh, I'm sure they're out there.
It must feel like a completely different language. Like, where do you even begin to understand it, let alone use it?
It can definitely feel overwhelming, like trying to learn a new language.
Total.
But, and maybe this is just me, I get the sense that Brian really enjoys demystifying AI. Like, he wants to empower people to use it, even if they're starting from scratch.
Oh, absolutely. He offers a bunch of different coaching programs, some designed specifically for beginners, which is smart.
And makes it less scary, right?
Right. Like, he's got this course, AI Foundations, Mastering ChatGPT for Business, which, okay, full disclosure, even I was a little curious about that one.
Really? So what's the gist? I've heard of ChatGPT, but to be honest,
it's everywhere right now. But this course breaks it down in a really practical way. Like, how can small business owners actually use it in their day-to-day?
So less theory, more hands-on application.
But that's Brian's style, for sure. For example, did you know ChatGPT can help automate tasks, like writing marketing copy, or even answering those basic customer questions you get all the time?
Wait, really? That's wild, like having a virtual assistant.
Exactly. And that's just scratching the surface. There's so much more. I mean, for anyone who's feeling overwhelmed with their workload, which, let's be honest, is most small business owners.
Always. There's never enough time in the day, right?
It's like he's giving them the tools to reclaim some of that time by working smarter, not harder.
Now that is appealing. And then for those who, maybe already have the basics down, what's he offering for them?
Well, he's got more in-depth programs, too. The AI Success Series caught my eye, live webinars, Q&A sessions, all focused on taking your AI game to the next level.
So he's got all the bases covered, from newbie to ninja.
Exactly. Oh, and you can't forget about his AI Summit in Jamaica.
Oh, right. I almost forgot about that little detail.
Yeah.
How could we forget about AI in Jamaica? So not your typical stuffy tech conference. What did he call it? A working retreat?
Yeah. Learn about AI strategy while sipping cocktails on the beach. Sign me up.
Right. It just reinforces that this isn't just about the tech. It's about making those connections, building a community.
100%. But what really ties everything together, it's the hands-on support he seems to offer, regardless of the program. Like, he's not just selling software or courses. He's invested in making sure people actually use these tools effectively.
It reminds me of that saying, give a man a fish, feed him for a day, teach a man to fish, feed him for a lifetime.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
It's true, though. He's empowering small businesses for the long haul, not just a quick fix.
Exactly. And I think that's what makes Brian's approach so powerful. He blends that deep technical knowledge with a genuine desire to help people. And that human touch, especially in a field as potentially intimidating as AI, can make all the difference.
Totally. He's not just some AI guru detached from reality. He's been there.
Yeah.
He understands the grit it takes to build something from the ground up, whether it's a championship cycling team or a thriving business. And he wants to use that experience to help others succeed, too.
Well said. I think that's the perfect note to wrap up our deep dive on Brian Gibbs. If there's one thing we want our listeners to take away from this, it's that AI doesn't have to be this big, scary monster in the room.
It can be a powerful tool for growth, for simplification, even for rediscovering some of that passion and creativity that might be getting lost in the day-to-day grind.
Couldn't have said it better myself. It's really all about finding the right guide to navigate the complexities and unlock AI's potential for your unique business. So until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep that AI curiosity alive.
And remember, sometimes the most unconventional paths can lead to the most remarkable outcomes.